Welcome back to Spotlight Entertainment Network. I am your host, Millionaire Trader Alex Jenkins. I have another one for you guys, and it is Miss Fabulous, naturally fashionable. She have a few things to say to you guys, and I want you guys to listen up. Check in with me.
But I really want to come full circle with where we are as Black women in today's society. And so this video, let me go ahead and put a disclaimer out here. If you are a woman that leads an alternative lifestyle, this video isn't for you. If you are a woman that believes that dogs and cats can satisfy your sexual needs, this video is not for you. If you believe that anything goes, there's no structure, there's no morals, there's no values that you need to have, this video is not for you. If you believe that being alone your whole life is satisfying, this video is not for you. Just click off. Catch my next fashion video. But for the rest of you ladies, in particular young women, I do want to talk to you today about how extreme feminism can take you down a road of destruction, especially in today's society when women have made great strides, especially in the Western world. And we are bosses and we are CEOs and we are supervisors. And, I really can't think of an area in the United States of America where women are at the bottom. Now, I know people say, overall our income is not equal to men, but there are reasons for that. That makes sense. I'm not going into that. This video isn't about pay equality. Let's talk about Black women, depression, and where extreme feminism is going to lead some of you, and you're not built for it, because I'm not. So I came across an article. I'm going to put it on your screen since I couldn't do this video live. You guys know I've been having a lot of problems with the internet here in the Middle East, but I'm not going to sweat it. I'm still going to do what I have to do. So this article is called Lonely Black Women Get Depressed More Than Men. And, in this day and age where Black women are looked at as strong and independent, and we don't need no man, and we want to be single mothers and have children out of wedlock and not demand marriage, and all these ideas that people have about Black women, because the statistics show that Black women are having babies out of wedlock at an abundant rate. Because it shows that Black women are the least married racial group. It puts us in this stereotypical role. And that's why women like Lizzo don't help our plight. All that mammying and, all those things that she is doing to make Black women really look like complete fools, and in particular plus size women, when we're already kind of stereotyped and people already are making judgments about us, it doesn't help our plight. Like I said, me and my husband have had counseling at a point in our marriage. I believe in counseling. It works. I think that it's a way for you to be very reflective about some of the things that you may need to change in your life. All right, so there are a couple points that the article left me pondering about. And I want to talk about Black women and depression and how we always are kind of looked at as strong and we can handle anything. And that's not the case. We really need community, friendships, love, marriage, family, whatever God has put in your heart for your life. And most of us are called to marriage because we're not going to be celibate. So if you're not going to be celibate, if you're not going to dedicate your life to your religion and to your community and not have, relations, then you're called to marriage. Motherhood, that might be different. I don't believe everyone is meant to be a mother. Some people are mentally ill. They shouldn't be a mother. Some people are abusive. So the idea that everyone is called to be a mother is also a false narrative. But I definitely think most of us are called to marriage because we are sexual beings. And so I think it's important to understand that there's probably a very small group of women. We call groups like that, or people like that, anomalies. There's always an anomaly in any case. And I think there's a very small group of women who really don't want male companionship. Okay. So let's talk about this article. The psychologist is exploring this topic of how a lot of Black women in particular are earning more degrees, meaning they're having less time to start a family or marry, and that might trigger some anxiety. Now, I don't believe this to be true. I got married in college. I am happy I got married in college. I think there are extreme benefits to getting married young, although a lot of people, would probably tell you the opposite. I'm at a point in my life because of the age that I got married at where I'm pretty much able to do what I want. And I think that's a benefit. That's a benefit of seeing your husband grow from a young man to like a man. Like I'm a man, and I'm your husband, and I'm everything that I always thought a husband would be. That's pretty much what my husband is blossoming into, and I can't wait to see what he will be like in 10 years or 20 years. And y'all know I've been married for 14 years. We'll be married 15 years in June. All right, so yeah, I think putting off marriage and having kids and all of that is not a good choice. If you know being a wife is important to you, if you know being a mother is important to you, I think it is the worst thing you could do to put that off. You could still explore your education and some form of a career. I think that there are issues to be explored as a woman with you and your husband when you do decide to have children, but I definitely don't think you should put it off because as we get older, our fertility drops. I don't care that you see some celebrities having babies at 50 and 45 and some women getting IVF and not telling you and telling you the cost and all of the stuff that goes behind it. Everyone knows your fertility drops as you get older, and it's just your body is really in a better shape to have children when you're younger. So there are many reasons to explore marriage and motherhood at a younger age. So this particular quote stood out to me. My female colleagues were afraid that they'd be alone, that they wouldn't find a partner of equal academic status. While African American women are getting academic achievements at a higher rate, African American men, they feel like they end up having fewer options, which could lead to some degree of loneliness. So basically, it's saying that Black women are getting academic achievements at a higher rate than African American men. Now, this may be true, but definitely African American women are not statistically making more money than African American men. So I do want to put that out there. I don't think anyone has to be lonely. I think there's someone for everyone that wants to be married. We know some people will not get married for whatever reason. And so those people that God has called to marriage, I do believe that there is a man for you, that there is a spouse for you. And when you put it off for other things that really don't matter, in the sense of they're not going to bring you the fulfillment as a woman that we need, like there is nothing that I love more, not money, not shopping, not traveling, than at night when I get into the bed and my husband pulls me in his arms. And I can trust him 100% because he is my husband. He's not my boyfriend. He's not my live-in love. He is my husband. And we have a covenant and we've dedicated our lives to loving each other. No matter what we do with our careers, no matter what we do, no matter what decisions we make, there's no feeling. No degree can do that for you. And so that's what extreme feminism has done to Black women. It has taught them, travel the world, get your degrees, don't start a family, don't get a husband, sleep around, have your children out of wedlock. And what has that brought society? But terrible public schools, children who aren't being raised right, and women who are lonely and depressed. And if you do the research, it shows you how many women are on medication, like medication for depression and anxiety. Why is that? Because of the pressure to be a man, when really we should be falling back and being a woman. Okay.
You guys, she covered a lot just now. She just went over a lot. But what does that sound like? Have y'all heard this before? I know I have. Is anything similar to what you already heard before? Is it 2 syllables? Is it 2 letters? Can we say KS? She followed the blueprint, guys. She's telling the truth, though. She's telling the truth. We need a sense of community. We need a set of guidelines to follow. Those ain't. This is not something that's new. This has been out for quite a while, guys. Matter of fact, it is a old formula that actually works. It's in civilization building. Why can't people understand that? Why can't people understand that? Do they not want to do that? I think they just want to do anything they want to do and be rebellious, have no guidelines, no structure, nothing to go forward, to move forward with, and really make progression. That's what I see. There's a lot going on out here, y'all. And this article that she was really speaking of was about depression and loneliness. That's not something that's not normal. That normally be a small percentage of people. Now it's a large number of people. Why is that? There is something wrong. There is a common denominator in this variable. But y'all don't understand what's going on. Y'all need to pay attention to my it's a series I'm running on my channel. And it's more than likely you will see it. It's a lot of old school stuff, historical data, historical situations. So I take that as historical data. I am a trader, so historical data matters. So it's time to go back in history and understand the information that was there that is useful to us. Because she's running the same play. It's traditional roles and traditional things. Black people just, even it wasn't always just housewives back in the day. It maybe not being career women, but we had family businesses. That means everybody in the family was involved. People also one track mind and the way they thought and the way they think and how they perceive and collect data and process information. You guys gotta really hone in and focus and really see the big picture. You know, even though we hone in on the details of creating a family and moving men and women along the right path, we obviously have gotten off the path. We need to get back on the path and understand what works for us. Just because you use the word modern don't mean it's good. Modern is just a word that means something of time. It's a time-related word. You guys need to understand that. But she said a lot right there. I hope you guys listened, heard what she said, and she actually told you what's actually working for her. So take heed. Don't just be dismissing the information. Now, if you have a quarrel, you can get down in the comment section down below. Express how you feel. And make sure you like and subscribe while you're at it now. But I am the Millionaire Trader, and we out.